Hi, I'm Terence Lewis, and you're watching Nation Next. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year.
You were recently on Moving In with Malaika
Yeah.
with Nora Fatehi,
Yeah.
right? So Malaika says that they are pitted against each other, right? So you worked with both of them now. So what do you think is the vibe between both of them?
See, it's very simple. They're very professional, and each has their own universe. Both Malaika and Nora know how to respect each other. There is that there's no bitchiness, and very professional. I won't say they're best of friends, no, because I know each of them very differently and personally. And I would say they're not best of friends, and they don't need to be. But can you be civil? Can you be decent? Can you be respectful? That they are.
Your questions, their answers. Dialogue at Nation Next.
Hello everyone, I am Avni Arya and you're watching Dialogue at Nation Next. Today I am sitting with a very special guest who is an exceptional dancer choreographer who has worked for blockbuster movies like Ram Leela, Lagan and Jankar Beats to name some. Terence Lewis, welcome to the show, sir.
Thank you, Avni. Thank you so much.
So you're in Nagpur right now. How do you like the vibe in Nagpur? How do you like Nagpur?
Well, it's very similar to Bombay and not in so many ways. And it's not my first time. So I'm very happy to be here. I've come here for this very special occasion of a restaurant that is opening. It's called Uncle John's Pizza. So all college students and even those who love pizza, this is a great place to be. It gives you pizza in less than 15 minutes when you're in the restaurant. And you can also order for it. So I'm very happy to open the restaurant. It's a friend's restaurant that's being opened. So yeah, so I'm just happy to get an opportunity to be here. So that's why I'm here.
Yeah. So you just tasted the pizza and other stuff.
Yes.
How do you like it?
See, I'm pretty health conscious, so I'm not a pizza person by nature.
Yeah.
But I enjoy pizza. I won't eat pizza every day because I'm not in college anymore and I don't have that body anymore. When I was in college, when I was younger, कुछ भी खा लेता था, पच जाता था.
Yeah.
अब थोड़ा उस पे गौर करना पड़ता है कि मैं क्या खा रहा हूँ to maintain the physique, body, whatever I have. And honestly, I feel that I live to eat. That's why I exercise.
Right.
So I eat so that I can exercise. I exercise because I want to eat. So
Yeah.
जो भी खाना अच्छा पिज़्ज़ा खाना चाहते हैं, they can definitely come to Uncle John's Pizza. It's fresh. Firstly, all the sauces are made in house. The bread is made in house. So that's the quality is fresh. But more importantly, I would say that अगर आप पिज़्ज़ा खाते भी हो, enjoy करो, but also exercise.
So on that note, I would like to ask you that you have been trained in jazz and ballet and contemporary. You're very flexible and you dance very freely. How do you manage that at 47? Like.
So it's very simple that when I was before I hit the gym, 10 years ago I started working out and having a different body. I said, okay, I've always been skinny, the lean boy, patla sa tha always. But then I felt, I need to change my body. I want to change a certain, I want to have a different body. And when I looked at the certain aesthetics of it, I realized that I would have to put in a lot of more hours in the gym. So जो मैंने करा, and I realized my flexibility had gone down, almost like 30-40%. So उसको counteract करने के लिए I did mobility training, I did yoga. I got injured also in the process because, it's new. But now, after 10 years, I can say it's the best combination to have a certain physique, to have a certain muscle, but also to have functional strength and mobility. These are very important things. As a dancer, I don't want to lose out on that. So today, after many years, I struggle and I make sure that I do 3 or 4 days of, mobility training and yoga. And 3 days, I also do the gym. So it's balanced.
So you work every day of the week.
Yes, and because I eat every day.
Okay, that's great.
तो हम लोग खाते हैं रोज, तो why not exercise every day? यार देखो, हमारे जो परदादा थे वो बहुत मेहनत करते थे, मतलब बहुत फिजिकल लेबर होता था.
Right.
आज की तारीख में फिजिकल लेबर होता नहीं है. हम सब फोन पे ऑर्डर करते हैं. लाइफ बहुत इजी हो गई है, तो हमारा फिजिकल जो एक्टिविटी है बहुत कम हो गया था. हमारी जो माँ होती थी या घर पे जो औरतें थे, they used to work a lot. And still today, women do work more than men in the at home also. So having said that, I think कि कहीं ना कहीं हमारी physical activity को replace करने के लिए we need to do either yoga, dance, sports या खेलो या कोई भी एक sport करो if you have the time. And otherwise, at least for your health, not just to get six packs. मैं तो कहता हूँ कि exercise is not about getting six packs. It's about your health. आपका cardiovascular disease नहीं हो, आपका asthma या blood pressure, hypertension, these are very common disease. ये सिर्फ अमीरों वाली diseases नहीं है.
Right.
It's also for people who are poor. A lot of people are suffering from that. Sugar का problem. So you got to take care of your health.
Diet also plays a very big role.
Diet, stress, also, all of that.
So I want to know, you worked with directors like Sanjay Leela Bhansali and Sanjay Ghosh. How would you say that they're different when it comes to incorporating dance in their movies?
See, with Sanjay Ghosh, he was a first-time director. पहली फिल्म कर रही थी वो Jankar Beats. or he gave me the full carte blanche. मतलब he told me, this is the song, now you have to choreograph, you have to direct the actors also in the song. So that was, clearly I was the captain of the ship there.
Yeah.
But with Sanjay Leela Bhansali sir, he himself is a choreographer in his own right. And in many ways, he knows what he wants in the song and he's very clear about that. So there, I'm more like an operator. So technically, the credit for Ram Leela should not go with me. It should be with Sanjay Leela Bhansali sir, because I was just the dancer. I provided him with the choreography. He needed a body to see how the choreography looks. And he chose what he wanted because he has a very clear vision and he has a clear-cut idea. In fact, he will take out so much out of you which even you don't know. So I think the credit for all of, at least, I would say most of the time when I see choreographers, even before, I won't mention names, I think he's so into his craft and he knows music and dance.
Yeah.
So he's a music composer already, but he's also a choreographer. He has learned folk dancing also. Yeah, he's very good.
Wow.
So he understands art, creativity very well. So I think for a person like him, it is unfair that we take credit. He should take the credit for choreography also.
Is he strict on set? Like,
he's strict where he has to be, but he is a tough taskmaster. He will not stand for mediocrity. He will not stand for people who are lazy. He will not stand for people who make other people do their job. He will not tolerate a choreographer who makes all his assistants do the work and takes credit. You will see that anytime he has hired a choreographer and he's realized कि अच्छा इसके बच्चे सब काम कर रहे हैं और ये सिर्फ yes no बोल रहा है, the next film those people are out and those assistants have become the choreographers.
oh, okay.
Case in point is Kruti Mahesh.
So on that note, I would like to ask you, you've also worked closely with Saroj Khan during Lagan's making, right? So how is her style and work different from anybody else's?
See, Saroj Khan is an institution by herself. She's legendary, not because she passed away, but she was a living legend for me a few years back. And I'll still say that there's nobody till date to touch her skills because she comes from an old school of Bollywood where they focused on the artist.
Right.
Today, there's a lot of drama.
Yeah.
There's a lot of overproduction.
Yeah.
Choreographers have become set designers, costume stylists, everything else, but they don't focus on the choreography. They focus on production value. So I see a lot of production value, but I don't see the artist enjoying the dance or the skill or the choreography, too many cuts. So Saroj Khan's formula was very old school. Lambe cuts, expression, focusing on translating the meaning of the song. You know, she worked sometimes in a song where there were no background dancers. Take for example, Dhak Dhak.
Yeah.
It's only her and Madhuri ji and Anil Kapoor. And that song holds.
Yes.
Why? Because, and it's such a double entendre song. Huh? It's a double entendre song. But you see how smartly she has choreographed that. And yet maintained the Indian sensuality and yet not made it vulgar. She's a genius.
There's a balance.
Even Choli ke piche. Controversial lyrics.
Yes.
It can easily go off the other side. But you have a Madhuri who just cannot look vulgar, firstly. So she's got a great muse. I don't know where we'll get a muse like her in today's generation.
Yeah.
Innocence. She maintained that innocence. So Madhuri is a huge contributor to that. Sridevi, Madhuri, they are huge contributors and vice versa to each other's careers because they contributed in a beautiful way to make even the most cheesiest songs look aesthetic. And that for me is art.
Yeah.
So that is art for me.
As you said, Madhuri Dixit is the goddess of dance and expression in the industry. You're a celebrated choreographer yourself. So when you see her perform, does the performance and talent kind of intimidate you at all? Like, does it?
No, in fact, I'm super excited whenever I see her. It's a blessing to work with an artist like her. And you know the best thing about Madhuri? I've not worked with Sridevi, unfortunately. I love her also, but unfortunately, my deepest respect for her as a talent. I've worked with Madhuri both as a personal trainer, way back when I was 20 years younger. And I was a fitness trainer. And also, you know, I've worked with her now, you know, on TV shows as a judge and gotten a few chances to dance with her and perform with her. And I have to say, itni badi star hoke, itna bhi ghamand nahi.
Yeah.
And it's not because, acha, main abhi naami choreographer ban gaya hu. Nahi. I always watch stars interact with their staff and interact with normal people. वो किस तरीके से ना बोलते हैं, कभी-कभी उनको भी ना बोलना पड़ता है, किस तरीके से वो आंखों का इशारा, किस तरीके से वो बात करते हैं, body language. I've never seen a more graceful artist than her,
Yeah.
Madhuri.
I think
Graceful.
everyone can agree with that.
Yeah. Very graceful. I'm so happy she's a Marathi mulgi.
I mean, even when she does this, it looks beautiful. She
And
has
it's
that
very,
ada
you have
in
to
her-
understand, they're constantly surrounded. Man,
That's
man,
true.
you know. And to maintain as a woman that grace, that dignity, give the other person respect, be pleasant, all the time to be pleasant is not easy.
Yeah, I know, right? So you've
She does
made stars like Priyanka Chopra, Ranveer Singh, Deepika Padukone, and even Aamir Khan dance. So who is the easiest to work with?
Well, you know, all of them have been easier to work with. The generation today is very hardworking and there are no temper tantrums.
Yeah,
Like, I've not worked with the superstars. Aamir Khan, yes, but he was so hardworking. Aamir Khan, one of the only superstars who works him, and of course, you know, the Shahrukh Khan also.
who do you think dance comes naturally to? Like from
Who do you come dance? See, naturally, I would say there are trained dancers like Madhuri, Govinda, Ritik, Ranveer, Aishwarya. They just have it in them. They enjoy dance.
yeah,
Deepika also, to a great extent. Katrina really worked hard. So she has transformed herself. So all these girls today are very well and they work hard also.
yeah,
Only I wish they could enjoy it more like how Madhuri and Govinda do.
right.
They enjoy it.
That was an era.
Yeah.
Like, that
They
was
enjoy it.
Yeah,
So yet to see somebody who can make the song enjoyable, who's thoroughly enjoying themselves. Ranveer to a certain extent, he thoroughly enjoys what he does. You know, matlab wo, and I love to see him because, but he's also now in that same zone. I want to see him do different things, like, you know. But he's one person who's bankable because he gets into it.
I
He's
think he has a very prominent
yeah.
personality.
He
Right?
gets into it. He's very, others are into it. They look at the technical aspect. It's all proper, sanitized. But there's a certain sense of joy that is sometimes missing. The joy sometimes of really just doing it for yourself.
Yeah.
That sometimes is missing. Everything is so perfect. So you lose that essence of, you know, being spontaneous.
But like, how do you think that happened? Since like Madhuri Dixit and Govinda are from like a different era altogether, and these stars now, you're saying that to them it came naturally, right? So I want to know how
I
that
think,
happened
I
according
think
to you.
in some ways this is a natural gift. You know, you have it, you can acquire it by watching. But it's some people have it just naturally. They enjoy what they do. They make everything their own. Others की it's work. ये काम करना है. It has to be perfect. तो वो it's more about कि, you know, am I ticking all the boxes? Is my hair perfect? Am I looking correct? Is my posture correct? But internally, how much are you enjoying?
Right.
Now, when the artist starts to stop worrying about everything else, leave that to the choreographer, leave that to the director, and just tell them, please just flow, just forget about it, and just enjoy it for yourself. Come alive. That Madhuri and Govinda would do it like this.
Exactly.
Take after take.
Exactly. Like you look at them dancing and you feel like dancing yourself
Yeah,
because
yeah.
they're so into it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you were recently on Moving In with Malaika
Yeah.
with Nora Fatehi.
Yeah.
Right. So Malaika says that they are pitted against each other, right? So you worked with both of them now. So what do you think is the vibe between both of them?
See, it's very simple. They're very professional, and each has their own universe. You know, both Malaika and Nora know how to respect each other. There is that, you know, that there's no bitchiness, you know, and very professional. I won't say they're best of friends, no, because I know each of them very differently and personally. And I would say they're not best of friends, and they don't need to be. But can you be civil? Can you be decent? Can you be respectful? That they are. And that's what matters. Not everybody can be your friend in Bollywood or in the place of workspace. But can you maintain a certain decorum? Can you treat each other with a little bit of respect and dignity? That they do. And I think both of them do it very well. And they've both been on the show where I have been a judge. And it's fun. It's a fun vibe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Nora performed in FIFA World Cup recently, and it was
That's a big one.
appreciated widely.
Yeah.
So how do you think of it as a choreographer? Like,
I think it's great that, you know, that some amount of, you know, Indian representation is there, and she's been able to do it. And she's really, as a, you know, to be honest, I have known Nora even before she became Miss Nora. You know, I was choreographing a stage show, and I'd seen her stage show, and I had choreographed one part of it, and then she came around and said, "Hey Terence, can I?" This is even before Nora became Nora. I was choreographing a very massive, big event somewhere in Dubai or someplace like that. for some big event, corporate event. And then she said, I want to also, after the performance, play music and I just want to dance and I just want to kind of, vibe with the audience. I have never seen any actor tell me that,
Yeah?
Nobody. Because it's all set. कि मैं इतना करूँगा, इतने पैसे में और इसके ज़्यादा मैं नहीं करूँ. The actor or actress. She was the first one who came. And we said, what will you do? I said, just let the music play. I will vibe. I want to just dance. And she did. And she killed it.
Yeah?
She loves stage. She's a genuine stage dancer, genuine performer. She loves to perform. And that's great. It comes across on screen. It comes across on stage shows. So when she got the FIFA, it is well deserved for all the years that she has put in. She has given more, and now it's paying off. The fact that, there's a certain amount of Indianness that she owns, and I'm happy that, she, acknowledges that fact that, India has given her so much. And it's great. We should be proud of her.
I want to know that you were seen last as a guest judge on Jhalak Dikhla 10th season. So when can we expect to see you next on television?
Well, fingers crossed. There's another show that's going to come up, which I've always been a part of already. So it's next season is going to come up in March.
Okay.
So I would love to be a part of that. And I already see myself as a part of that show because it's very close to my heart. So yeah, looking forward to that in March. Dance show again. And it'll be a good show.
We're going to see Terence Lewis in March. Exclusive.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank
Aamir.
you so much.
God bless.
Nation Next. News Hub for New India.